Hey there, welcome back friends. Let's continue our journey, and today we will check a couple of more things related to Enum. Now friends, here is the program which we have coded in our previous video, and this switch case is based on a enumerated type, which is cool, right? And in here is the enumerated type. Now if you guys check this enumerated list, this is fairly straightforward. We have couple of names, right? Nothing else, and these names are also providing us type safety in our switch case, which is cool, and this is something where enumerated list is usually used. But let's dig deep into it and let's try to understand what exactly this variable contains. So moving forward, let us add in a sysout statement, and in here we will type in learning dot maybe collections. So what's inside this element of enumerated list? The value is exactly same as the name, which is collections. So there is no hidden secrets in here. Now, for example, if we want to traverse a enumerated list, even that is possible. Let me show you how. In here, we will make use of for each statement. So in here, we will type in for, or in other words, we will make use of the enhanced for loop. First of all, we will type in learning, a temporary variable, maybe learn, colon, learning dot values. Here we go. This values method will return a array of values, and these values would be based on this list. Alright, moving forward, we need to add braces. So let's do that. And in here there is some kind of issue. The issue is because of this duplicate variable. So let's do one thing. Let's add in other name in here. So in here this temp is nothing but temporary variable, and inside this loop we will display the value. Here we go. Now in here, if we execute, we can easily identify that inside the enumerated list there is nothing but the exact name of the element, which are core Java, collections, generic, JSP, and servlets, and multi-threading. I can show you this list. So this is all about it. Now friends, moving forward, let's do something special in here. Can we assign a specific value for these elements? That's a major question. Usually when we code, we definitely don't require this further step. We don't want to assign some value to these enumerated elements, but for sake of knowledge and for sake of simplicity, let us check how we can assign some custom values to these elements. For doing so, we would require a variable. So this variable could be of any type. For sake of simplicity, we will take a int entity, and the name of the variable could be value, and the type as of now would be private. All right. And now moving forward, let us add a constructor in here. So I will right click, navigate to source, and add in a new constructor in here using the field. Alright, so now we have a constructor and we also have a variable. Now as soon as we add a constructor, there is some kind of error showing it in here because we have a constructor now, and as a result we need to pass some value to this constructor. Now in here, let's pass on values. So it would be like 1, then the next value would be 2, then we will pass on 3, then 4, and finally let us pass on 5. So that's it. Now once we make use of a constructor and we pass on values, then making use of semicolon becomes mandate. So let's use that. Alright, so now this looks good. Now in here there is some kind of warning, and if I hover upon this, then it will say value of the field learning.value is not used. We will get rid of this warning in couple of minutes, but moving forward, let us proceed further and try to check now what would be the output from these iterations inside our enhanced loop. So now if we execute this program, definitely there is no change, and this is kind of strange, right? Now the reason why there is no change, because even though we are making use of this constructor at this variable value, enumerated list is not designed to assign a value to these elements. The default mechanism of enumerated list is based on the name of the element itself. As a result, inside our for loop, per iteration, we are only showing up the name of the elements and not the value of the elements. Now, if we check our enumerated list, values are assigned, but we are not able to display those. Now, moving forward in here, the solution is simply call in a method which is available to us. Let me show you. In here, if I type in temp.original, then we can get the exact value of the elements. So in here, let me execute the program. Now you will get the values which are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how we can access the values of the enumerated list element, which is usually a very rare scenario. Usually programmers work with the name of the enumerated list itself. Now in here we have this warning. Now in order to get rid of this warning, we can simply mark this as public and the warning would be vanished. And in here, if I execute the program, definitely we will get a proper output. Let us get rid of this call to this method original. But when we autocomplete, we won't be able to see the list of the variable. The reason is enumerated list doesn't allow us to display these values. So as a result, it doesn't matter that we assign these variable as public or private, they won't show up. But there is a catch. In different version of Java, you may able to check and access these variable. So this functionality may change version to version. In the latest version of Java doesn't allow the direct access to this variable. Alright, so moving forward in here, let us call in the original method real quick, and that's it. So this is all for today, and this is all for Enum. I hope you got the point how to make use of enumerated data type. Thanks for watching.